Well, the looming new wave of US tariffs is fueling major economic worries right across the globe. The uncertainty led to another volatile day for world markets. And here's how US stocks are faring less than an hour before closing bell. You can see it quite mixed right now. And we are 2 days away from what President Donald Trump is calling Liberation Day. That's when he plans to impose sweeping tariffs targeting all countries that levy duties on the US. And it will include a new 25% levy on cars and car parts, which was announced by the US last week. Well, a short time ago, the White House press secretary deferred to the president when she was asked about the details of the upcoming tariffs.
I'll let the president make the announcement on Wednesday, but I think any country that has treated the American people unfairly should expect to receive a tariff in return.
So Richard Quest is live for us in New York. Good to see you, Richard. So Liberation Day coming this Wednesday. That's what Donald Trump is calling it. What are the expectations?
We don't really know, to be honest. We know that the auto tariffs are supposed to be coming along and the reciprocal tariffs. But he's teased us over the last 24 hours that maybe he's been talking about some countries and saying he's had good discussions. But then on the other hand, he says there'll be no exceptions and no exemptions. So frankly, we just don't know. Liberation Day, supposedly the day that the United States economy and trade policy is liberated from the yoke of those unfair tariffs that so many other countries put on the US. And whilst it's certainly true that Donald Trump does have a point, a valid point, the US does pay, in many cases, higher and in some cases unfair tariffs. It is the way the administration that's gone about this that is so disruptive, and that's what the market doesn't like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, certainly investors, business leaders, heads of state don't like uncertainty. We've got a graphic I just want to pull up of the tariffs that are already been announced. So 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, suspended for auto. China has gone from 10 to 20%, steel and aluminum 25%, EU 25%, auto 25%, which of course, as you mentioned, will come in Wednesday. And the worldwide reciprocal tariffs are expected on Wednesday. Right. So Richard, how would you describe Donald Trump's use of tariffs?
One great, big, massive economic experiment, the like of which we have not seen since the 1920s, Smoot-Hawley. We have never seen by an advanced economic country the use of tariffs in quite this way before. In fact, what he is doing is contra to all the conventional wisdom of how widespread tariffs are so damaging. The goal, of course, is to rebalance US trade. And what does that mean? It means either getting other countries to lower their tariffs and non-tariff barriers, import restrictions, rules, regulations, barriers, that sort of thing, or get companies to transfer production back to the United States, build new factories, start new businesses. But that's a long-term goal. That's a sort of 5, 10, 15-year aim. That's not going to happen before this administration comes to an end.
Yeah, exactly. Although he is teasing a third term. That's another story. Richard Quest.
Yes. Don't start me on that one.
We'll talk again soon, no doubt. Thanks so much.
Yeah.